definitely saw it, you know. That's before we lived together. When we lived together, god damn. Before we lived together, we were good. We were perfect, you know. Like she had the kids like week on, week off, and she would hang with me for that whole week. Like I loved it. And then when we moved together, it was like, oh shit. Like this shit just started just to happen, you know. We were just bothering each other.
That's what they say about vacations and living with people, you know.
Yeah. Oh, vacations. Oh my God. Vacations were like, we would go on a vacation. She would take like 10 hours to get ready. And like, we would like miss dinner. I'd be like, God damn, they aren't even serving dinner anymore. We gotta go get drinks. So like, it was just bad when we go on vacations. But, you know, she gotta get pretty, you know.
Do you guys still, does someone still live in that place that we see on the show? Like, is it still yours or hers, or is that just?
Well, it was both of ours. The lease actually just ended, and she got a house, and I'm doing a training. I'm doing a training up in Miami. So I've been in Miami for like the past 4 to 6 months, on and off, doing a training.
That's nice.
Oh, I love it. Check it out.
I can see that. I'm usually in Miami in like January, February, March. So it's the place to be.
That's like the best place. That's like the best time to come. Because right now, like I'm hot as fuck. Like I'm outside. I try to like, you know, show the view and shit, but it's 100 degrees out here.
Well, it's really hot in the Hamptons, so I can only imagine Miami is even worse, but your view looks absolutely phenomenal. So I mean,
that. It costs the arm and a leg.
I was gonna say Miami is not cheap these days.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
And not with a balcony and a view like that, at least.
Yeah.
What about, you know, do you think, because we see this story on the show and going back and forth, do you think like Austen is still in love with Madison?
No. I think it's going to be a storyline just because they both have, you know, they're both on the show. You know what I mean? So that's always going to be a storyline. But no, I truly think they're over. You know, well, I hope so. I mean, she's getting engaged.
She's gonna get married. Yeah,
she's gonna get married. I mean, I don't think she wants. I think they both loved each other, but I don't think Madison wants like the social media stuff as far as in a relationship, because her fiance now is pretty low key. I met him. He's like quiet, soft spoken, chill, total opposite of Austin. You know, and that's what I think she likes. I think she wants to be the noise in a relationship. You both can't be the noise, because then it's noisy. It's just not bad. It's not good.
Then it's way too noisy and it just explodes.
Yeah.
I mean, and after Austen, and she did have, were you around when there was all the other noise, when like her and, you know, rumored Arod, and I mean, that's pretty major.
That is major, yo. That's major. I'm not going to speak on that. I know a little bit, but I can't speak on her information. She's doing well right now.
Well, that sounds kind of interesting, but what about were you around when the whole, I mean, just on that same realm, when like Craig was tied to like Kristin Cavallari and then Jay Cutler was in the picture? I mean, somehow you Southern charmers you guys pull from the big leagues.
Yeah, we've been pulling, not gonna lie. They don't call us Southern charm for no reason. People love us. Every time I get ran into, they're like, Southern charm, you really are a charmer. That's what they say. But yeah, I was around. This was like during last reunion, actually, when all this stuff came up. And I was just in the middle of it. I just went to the reunion. Like I had like really no like part in it. I went with Kathryn, you know, and I was just hearing stuff from like right and left. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know? So that's like the first time I was like, yo, Caleb, what the hell are you about to get into? You know?
You're like Kristin Cavallari, Jay Cutler, Arod.
I know.
I thought this was
some pretty big names too, you know? And sheesh. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned you haven't seen Paige, you know, since like, you know, because she doesn't come around all the time when she visits. Like you mentioned, like, did you watch Winter House and Summer House? Because you mentioned Winter House.
I watched some of it. Yeah. I mean, it's not like something I run home to watch, you know. But like if I'm flipping through and I see like Craig and Austen on Winter House or something like that, I'll sit there and watch it, you know. And like, you know, I watched like the first season they might have been on, and I saw like Paige with like, just everything's like a fling, you know. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect, but they seem to do pretty good right now. Well, I mean, as far as what I know, I haven't checked up on it in a while.
From an audience member who's watched Craig on this journey from the beginning,
I'm proud of Craig.
you
I'm really
are.
proud of Craig. You know,
How?
like, I've been told that like Craig like really got his shit together throughout the seasons. You know what I mean? And like once you say something early, it's like you really got to come through. You know, if you say someone season one that you're gonna start something or do something, then you really have to come through. And like I heard that like the first couple seasons, like Craig like kind of chilled, didn't really come through. But now if you see him, like he's exploded. I love it. Like he's like the business person, you know, he got pillows, lawyer, like other ventures he's doing. Like I love it, man. I'm so proud of him. I'm proud of everybody on the show actually, you know.
It's a real business. I mean, I have pillows
Yeah.
that were sent to me by Craig's people. This is real. This is a real business.
It's real, man. I like it, you know.
And
Once you figure it out and you actually work, like you actually just sit down and just like put everything down and just start working on something, you're going to succeed. It's when you just take the time off and you get to it every now and then. All you gotta do is just fucking sit down and just start working on it, and the rest will come. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna figure it out if you're working on it. And like that's why I think the transition he made, you know.
I would think so too. And from a personal point of view, we've all seen Craig go through it. Like, I don't know, to me as a viewer, there's something about Paige. Like, I think this has legs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, she's cute. He's good looking dude. They seem like they kind of get along. They seem like they get along. Seem like they got a lot of stuff in common. So we'll see. I'm excited.
We will see. I mean, Austen has had a tough time of it after Summer House. I don't know if you watched that last summer.
You know what? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna catch up on everything. I'm gonna catch up on everything.
You got to catch up on it.
I got to, right? Now I have to.
What about, you've known, so I mean, what's going on with you? I mean, you're not with Kathryn. I mean, are you single today?
I got a lot of stuff going on. I was dating, but she did OnlyFans, and I didn't know if I can date somebody on OnlyFans while doing the show. I didn't break it to her that way, but nothing against OnlyFans. I love OnlyFans, but like